What's your most useful street smart piece of advice? Teach your kids how to effectively draw attention to themselves if they are in danger. A screaming child gets nobody's attention. I was taught, if a stranger ever grabbed me, to scream at the top of my lungs, "Let go of me, I do not know you." Be aware of your surroundings. Look behind you, whether you're walking or driving. If you notice the same car behind you for miles, don't drive home. Go to another location and make 3 right turns. If they are still behind you, they are following you. Once when I left work, I noticed a car behind me for a few miles. They got on and off the highway when I did. Weird. I ended up zigzagging through a random neighborhood just to see, and sure enough, they were following me. Started driving to the nearest police station. They eventually gave up, but I have no idea what that was about. It still freaks me out to this day. If you're in trouble, that is, lost or searching for something specific, in a foreign country, decide who is going to help you. Do not let someone random approach you and start leading you off to some random location just because you were looking lost. By merely looking like you know where you're headed, these people that prey on tourists will completely ignore you. Follow your gut, and not in the "my gut told me to wear purple today." A real, true gut feeling is hard to explain, but you'll know it when you feel it. Always listen to that instinct, because it usually only kicks in during extreme instances of fight or flight. Also, always kick for the dick. Don't walk while staring at your phone. Stop somewhere, pop inside a store or even a doorway to answer that text. Also turn down the brightness at night. You'll preserve your night vision. Just watch your damn surroundings. 99% of the stuff that'll happen to you is not a stand-up fight where the attacker makes themselves known to you and challenges you to your face. No, usually it's more than one person attacking you from different angles, none of which you expect. When someone yells pickpocket, start searching for your wallet in the groin area and exclaim, "Thank God my wallet is safely tucked between my testicles." The pickpocket will see this and assume that the wallet is there. These people usually have very supple and delicate hands, so when they try to take your wallet you will instead get a pleasant fondling to your genital area. Have the ability to avoid sharing personal information, no matter how close to people, or peer pressured, you are. By the same token, don't ask too many questions. Know which questions to ask. Be polite. The answer on the street is always no. Don't debate. Don't negotiate. Don't even wait for the end of the sob story. Anyone approaches you unsolicited and wants something from you, the answer is a forceful no followed by "get the F away from me" if that doesn't work. If strangers walk up to you asking for money or a moment of your time, especially if they are fast talkers, your answer should be, "Sorry man, I don't have any cash," or "I got to run man," and keep moving. Don't stop in place. Keep the interaction as short as possible. Play stupid. If a threatening person approaches you looking for a fight, say something that makes sense, implies a history, but is completely nonsensical, but very confidently and calmly. Example, "I know but I don't think it will fit. I've been looking at them for a while and they are just too big. The hedges over in Seattle were much smaller, but these are much too tall. They just aren't going to work at all." If the person is processing language, which they typically are, their brain will be very confused. While they are processing the information, context, and your demeanor, they are likely to lose a lot of their adrenaline and be much less likely to fight, at which point you can reason with them or leave. Most people get themselves really hyped up and just need an interruption out of their recursive loop. Don't wear headphones while walking. You just tell people you have something worth stealing and it makes you easy to sneak up on. Don't take shortcuts in dark places at night. Walk around with your head high. No one is going to try and mug someone who looks like they are ready for a fight. People want easy targets. The only people who push for honor in fights are the ones who can win with brute force. Honor doesn't mean shit if you lose. The best way to win a fight is to run away. For developing countries, don't look confused. Assume everyone is an enemy. Doesn't mean that you should be rude, but it's important to keep at the back of your mind that everyone might be trying to rob you. Sometimes to avoid crimes done to you, the best way to avoid it is to look and act like you're the one who's about to conduct such crime. If a person is invading your personal space in an aggressive manner, create some distance and keep a guard up. I've witnessed countless Clueless people get knocked the hell out with a sucker punch because they wanted to appear non-threatening to a person who is clearly trying to cause them great bodily harm. Don't present yourself as a potential victim. Walking alone and not feeling safe, clench your fists and start talking to yourself like you're angry. Maybe try to bite the side of your face. People tend to avoid people they think they are already unstable or emotionally volatile. If a guy attacks you, he expects you to go for the eyes or crotch and can protect against it. They don't expect you to go for the ear, and when you have a grip on someone's ear they will go wherever you want, preferably a hard surface, at speed. Engage and show outward signs of friendliness, but not weakness. Confidence and friendliness puts people at ease and also doesn't make you a target. Don't carry shit around with you that you can't afford to replace. Don't tell anyone who asks your shoe size. Don't give anyone rough the impression you're better than them. Mix and match for more effective street survival. 2002 Red River Riot. Shootout between Hells Angels and Mongols in a Lachlan NV casino. I was in that bar as they started to congregate. Looked up from my beer. Hells Angels on my left and Mongols on my right. My gut followed my brain and I got the hell out of there. Nothing good comes out of two notorious gangs being in the same bar. 3 dead and several injured. Spent over a decade of my life traveling the world as a digital nomad. I have extensive experience from hitchhiking through the Sahara to inner cities of South America, the pickpockets of Italy and the jungles of Southeast Asia. People don't just rob you, unless you're in Brazil, or someplace famous for mope muggings. They get you to stop first. Never stop if someone asks you for a light or what time it is. You can answer, but there's no reason to ever stop walking. Seriously. Go on YouTube and Google Brazil phone thief. The skill level of Brazilian muggers and phone thieves is incredible. Don't let a fear of being awkward prevent you from following your gut. So many people find themselves in situations they think, hey, something could be going on here, but then rationalize they're convinced not to be a square go with the flow. Way too many people have been mugged because they didn't want to appear racist or presumptive. A lot of white people walking down the street would gladly avoid a young white guy oddly standing very close behind them, but try not to be racist when a black man does it. If someone is acting sketchy, don't be worried about appearing racist when you react to it. There will be times when you react a false positive, but the worst case scenario is some random person sees a total stranger, just turn around and run. They'll never see you again and it'll never impact your life again. Getting mugged hurts you financially, robs you of irreplaceable items and endangers your life. Don't ever let avoiding an awkward situation prevent you from trusting your gut. Be aware of things going on and don't be shy about it. When this was asked months ago, one of the top comments was avoid letting people know you know they're following you by watching them via reflections. This is incredibly dumb and is classic victim mentality. If you're being followed, then you're already a mark, and turning your head to acknowledge you're aware they are following you makes you less of a mark and could deter them. If it doesn't deter them and they then advance, well, they were going to do that anyway, but now it's on your terms, not at the bridge where they were planning on moving in. Stand up straight. Don't keep your wallet in your back pocket. If traveling, use a money clip and use a front or inside pocket. If you must use a wallet while traveling, put with your pocket and it'll be much harder to extract. Ideally have a second one with a few bucks and expired cards. Throw the money in the opposite direction you choose to run. Be aware anything can be easily cut out of a backpack. Yes, person behind you in line will find using a razor on your backpack easier than unzipping it. If you must use headphones, keep your phone tucked away safely. Cords leading to an open bag will find your music suddenly stop playing, and by the time you check your phone to restart Spotify you realize it's gone. Always run. Be aware you're an amateur in this field. These are experienced professionals who do it for a living. They are significantly better at it than you are at preventing it and work in groups whether you can see the group or not. Just avoid anything that looks even remotely bad. The same people tend to get mugged and robbed repeatedly because they believe they'll outwit the robbers and don't take basic avoidance precautions. If someone is standing a bit too close to you for no reason and then purposefully moves out of your line of sight as you adjust your body position so that you can see them better, they are up to no effing good. I had a guy sidle up to me a line in Walgreens. He started kind of nervously looking around and shuffling his feet. I go to adjust my stance so I can see him better in my peripheral. He moves to where he's not right behind me. I move again. He moves again. Now it's my turn in line. The guy walks past me and goes outside. I buy my items and the guy is standing out there. I go to walk to my vehicle and he blocks my path. I finally say, are we gonna have a problem here? And finally look him right in the eye. I'm not a killer, but I have legit martial arts training including multiple competitions. I can handle things if need be. The dude mutters something about being on my side then wanders off. Trust your gut and don't let shady moth affairs sneak up on you. Don't ever answer to someone yelling hey from across the street. I tell my kids to never turn around or acknowledge anyone who refers to you as hey, because if they know you, they will call you by your name. If they don't know you, they, especially a grown man, have no business asking anything from a young kid, teenager or even an adult.